Hello channel. First I want to talk about becoming a positive person and the positivity that you're spreading off to other people, the energy that you give off to other people, and the character that you are becoming ultimately, the person that you are becoming, the person that you are creating for yourself, becoming intentional about the life that you're creating and the person that you're becoming for yourself. So it all starts about the thoughts that are in your mind. The way that you perceive the world is what you're going to get. What you put into the world is what you're going to get out of the world. So it's all about the work ethic that you're putting in. It's all about the work ethic that you're putting in and the person that you're going for yourself, not nobody else, because nobody's going to take the actions that you need to grow your life and move it forward for yourself. So I want to talk about associating with people who have a purpose in this life, people who have a purpose-driven life, people who are on the path to success and the path to greatness, who are implementing habits and actions in their life that will get them to the result that they want, not procrastinating and justifying the action that they want to take for themselves or they've been wanting to take for a long time, because it starts with you. It starts with having the discipline and attaining the urgency to create what you want to create in this life. If you have no urgency, if you don't have a burning desire to create it, it's just something that you want like everybody else in this world, you're not going to get what you truly want. There's a difference between a want and a need in this life, and everybody just wants success. Everybody just wants the great life. They just want the great car. They just want the great habits. But it's about the work that you're putting in every single day, daily, the daily action, because it's going to start off with taking action. It's going to start to being consistent action, and that is going to lead to being competent within whatever you're doing in this life. And you need to become a competent individual, become a character that is successful and efficient with whatever they're trying to provide to other people. You need to have value within whatever you're doing in this life. You need to be a valuable person. You need to be a high valued man. You need to be giving out value to the people in this world and observing the masses and doing the opposite, because the masses are not focused on giving out value. They're just going through life. They're not focused about anything. They're not intentional about anything. So you can move your life forward by being intentional and focused about the habits that you're implementing in your current life to move you forward, and study the people who have the life that you want to live and implement the things and the decisions, the actions that they took to get you to where you want to become or where you want to go, because success is not negotiable and success leaves clues. So if you study the great people in the past, you can just duplicate it, you can copy it, because this isn't school. It's success. You can do whatever you want to create, and you can become whoever that you want to become, because you have a limitless potential within your life. You have a limitless potential. Once you understand this, your life will completely change, because what you input into your mind, food-wise, information-wise, content, it's going to output. What you input is what you are going to output. And once you understand this, you are going to be living a greater life. You're going to be focused about the things that you're inputting into your brain, the information that you're putting in, the people that you're looking up to, and the examples that you have in your life, because you need to have a great association around you and great leaders that you are looking up to and that you can rely on, because this world is not all going to be sunshines and rainbows. You're going to have to know how to handle yourself. You're going to have to know how to combat the chaos in your life. You're going to have to know it comes from preparing yourself over a long, consistent period of time and doing the things that are going to move you forward even when you don't want to do it. That's when it's going to make you a high-value man, because proper preparation combats poor performance. So if you're preparing yourself into the greatest version of yourself constantly, you are going to be preparing yourself into any situation that you can handle it better. You can control the situation. You can think logically and critically about what you want to create in this life, or how you want to fix the situation, or whatever situation occurs. You are going to be more filled up. You're going to have more tools on the tool belt, because you've been pouring in yourself. You've been doing the things that are hard and building your discipline, building your accountability, and building the communication within the people who are keeping you accountable in this life, because you need people who are on the right path in this life. You need people who are moving with value in this life, who are giving out value. So, because this is something that I never did in my past. I never was around people who were associating at a great length. I was around people who were not focused, and they did not have a purpose. They were just out smoking weed and drinking every single night. They weren't doing anything with their life, and they were so focused on partings. And I had to make the decision of the association that I wanted to have in my life, the people that I wanted to have in my life, and what the qualities were about the brothers that I wanted around me, the quality of the people that I wanted around me in my life, and what I wanted them to give to me and what I wanted to give to them, because value should be in every single relationship that you have in this life, vice versa or not. And if it's not, you need to think about if it's a relationship that's moving you forward in the right direction in your life. Because I had so many relationships that were holding me back, but I was blind to it. You need to be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself that not every single relationship is moving you in the right direction. And not every action that you're taking is moving you in the right direction. So becoming intentional about implementing the right actions, the right things that you can do to move your life forward and become the best version of yourself. Because if you're on the never-ending, constant battle of winning yourself over, controlling your mind and becoming the best version of yourself, it's inevitable that you're not going to become a better person. You are and always will become a better person if you are staying disciplined, if you're being consistent, if you're putting in the work and communicating with the people that need to move you on in life. Because without connections, it's going to be very hard for you to grow, because connections will get you into the doorways and the pathways that you want to accomplish whatever you want to create in this life. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Because if you don't have the connections to lead you with the knowledge, what's up, man? You will not get you to where you want to go. It's all about masterminding. Put yourself around people who are smarter than you and developing a team, an association of people who have the qualities that you don't have. Because your focus should be building people who can do exactly what you should do or can do. And yeah, I mean, I want to touch on the fighting spirit, having a spirit of fight and developing the hunger to go out and accomplish everything that you want in this life. Because it starts with that burning desire. It starts in your heart, and then it moves to your mind, and then you can project everything outwards into this life and make people accept the version of reality that you've created for yourself. Because it's not how other people view you, it's how you view yourself. And people will view you way more valuable, way more as a high-valued person if you put the qualities in yourself and you acted the way that you want to become for your future. Not anybody else, but what you want to become. Becoming vivid about the life that you want to create and the person that you want to become, and taking the actions to get you there. Not just going through this life being normal and not thinking about what you are taking in this life and the action that you're taking, but having the discipline to do what you need to do that moves you forward even when you don't want to do it. It's going to build character, it's going to build confidence, it's going to build you into a successful person, and it's going to build you into a person where people are wondering how you did it, what luck you received, or how did you become this person. And it really wasn't anything different but taking the consistent work and putting in the work when nobody saw and when nobody was looking for a long period of time, and not quitting, staying the course, and having the power of staying. I mean, I could talk about visualization, but I really want to talk about building other people. First of all, your greatest struggle will be your greatest victory. The most hardest things, the most difficult things, the biggest struggles in your life are going to be the biggest blessings in your life, because it's going to teach you the lesson that other people have not gotten taught in this life. That you need to appreciate life. You need to appreciate the breath that you have taken today, because not everybody gets to take that breath. Not everybody has the luck that you have. Not everybody has the sight, the vision that you have, the food that you have, the water that you have, the shelter that you have. Take advantage of the little things in this life. If you're not taking advantage of this, you're automatically not going to be taking advantage of it. You're not going to be grateful for it. It's something you're going to take for granted, okay? Success loves speed. Success loves speed, and so yeah, people are attracted to a plan, person who is on the path and who is certain about the path that they are on, and who has a vision for their life, a long-term vision, not just thinking about now, not having the evidence to back up the vision that you're trying to create for yourself, and even taking the actions even when you don't want to do it and you don't have the results. That's what's going to lead you to the path of greatness. And all of these people who have developed wealth at a high level, success at a high level, they have all taken the time to do the things that are hard and discipline themselves and become the best version of themselves. Take on the preparation to handle situations greater in the future for yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. And if you're not serious about your life, if you're not serious about creating a better life for yourself, you're not going to take the actions to do it. Because if you don't have a burning desire, you're not going to do it. But last thing I want to touch on. The biggest thing that changed my life from going to a depressed individual who had terrible relationships, who was inputting bad habits and putting bad things in their mind, what changed me was viewing the way I viewed other people, the way I viewed myself and the thoughts that I had now I was taking for myself. The way I was going about life and the way that I viewed life. Because if you have a terrible viewpoint on life, the actions that you're taking are not going to be great. You need to have a good view on people. And if you had things that have happened in your past, just like me, that are stopping you from developing that viewpoint on people that they are great, the potential that you can have just by shaking another person's hand, just by being a great person in a positive light. Yeah, I mean, it's self-explanatory. You need to change the way that you view yourself, because if you are not looking at other people in a great life, it stems from your own self-love. It stems from internal things that you've been going through. So you need to build yourself up. You need to love yourself. You need to learn to love yourself. You need to learn to affirm the person that you're becoming and the things that you're grateful for and the things that you overcame in your past, so you know how to combat them and handle them in the future. Because you're preparing yourself by doing the things that are have the most adversity. You're going through the most struggle. You're going through the most pain, because you're gonna get the success coming out of it. Because there's no light without darkness. You need to grow yourself and become the best version of yourself. So coming by loving yourself, it's gonna translate into loving other people, and it's gonna develop you having a great world view and how you view the world. And once you change the world, the way that you view the world, you become grateful and appreciative of the people in your life, the life that you have, the opportunity that you get every single day. Life changes for the better. Once you go through things that you don't understand and you have no reason why it's happened, and it's so painful, it's such a struggle, then you will appreciate life. You're at the absolute bottom and you don't even know yourself. You hit rock bottom. That's how you appreciate the top. That's how you appreciate the top and are appreciated, because you know what it is like with being without it. Kings who are eating at great dinners are appreciative of it because they once were broke. They had no finances to get them the luxury lifestyle that they have right now, which is why they appreciate it to such a greater length. So always press into adversity. Always choose the path of pain rather than pleasure, because it's going to grow you more in the long term, 5-10 years out from now. Even when you don't feel like it's happening, or even when you don't think it's happening for yourself, see through the pain, see the bigger picture, and know the person that you're becoming. Know the route that you're on and the vision that you have for your life, because nobody else is going to have it for you. You need to take control of your life, and if you're not going to do this, nobody else is going to do it for you. I didn't do this for myself for so long, and it took me, I procrastinated, and I was justifying the situation I was in until I was the man and took control of my life and the route that I was on in this life. And people started seeing the results that I had. It started from me seeing the progress that I've created for myself, the person that I've created for myself, and the things that I went through. And then once I started focusing on self-development for such a long time, I became obsessed with success, with moving myself forward, with creating greatness, with having an impact in this life, having influence, and having people, changing lives, helping other people for the greater good. That's all I want to do, is help people change their lives, because change lives. And I just want to spread as much wisdom, knowledge, and positivity as I possibly can, because positivity is never what's going to digress you in this life. Having a positive, stoic mindset will always move you forward in this life, and doing the thing that you need to do even when you do not want to do is going to build you confidence, going to build you the confidence that you need, and within developing the discipline and living a disciplined life, becoming the best individual that you could possibly be for yourself. So I hope you guys have a good night. I think it's 1:30 a.m. It's life. This ain't a lifestyle, it's just life. I love my viewers actually so much. We just hit 130 subs. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys more than you know. All the comments and all the likes, I appreciate you. I'm not even started nearly where I want to be. This channel is, I'm having a long-term vision. I'm creating the view, the dream that I have for this channel, and the actions that I'm taking to implement it, and really just growing it as much as I can, as fast as I can. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I hope I can help just a little bit. I hope I can help one person. But this has been a good night. We're still in Kentucky. It's nice out here. So I just want you guys to know to appreciate yourself. And if this guy can come from being in the place where I was at 4 years ago, you can accomplish literally anything that you've ever wanted to in this life. But it stems from the self-belief that you have and the way that you view yourself, the way that you love yourself, the self-love that you have in this life. Because if you max out your self-love, which is not possible, if you keep loving yourself, if you keep affirming the person that you are, the person that you're creating, you're going to become a better person. People will realize this. People will see it. People see the work that you're putting in even when you don't think they are. People know what you're doing even when you don't think, even when you think that they don't. So live a clean, healthy lifestyle. Be accountable to the people in your life, and always focus on moving yourself forward and becoming on this self-development journey in this life, and creating as much success, wealth as you can, and then taking as much knowledge and wisdom as you possibly can go through in this life, and experiencing and risking as much as you can in this life. Experience, because that's what's going to give you the most knowledge. Have a good night.